Welcome to another edition of Historical Geocaching on the Road with geocacher Tim Funnabug from Chattanooga, Tennessee, who is currently visiting the Greenfield Village, an awesome outdoor history museum in Dearborn, Michigan. And for this video, I am going to be showing you some parts of Greenfield Village that I haven't shown you in previous videos. The first spot we are going to be heading to is Liberty Craftworks. And Liberty Craftworks is a district of Greenfield Village that showcases all the arts of early America, such as glass blowing, pottery, printing, those kinds of things. And so come along with me as I visit Greenfield Village, learn some history, and have a ton of fun. Liberty Craftworks sign there, and a nice building, or water wheel, I guess it is. There's a store in there. Here's a nice review of it. And we're now going to explore the Liberty Craftworks. See what we can learn. The Ranger, this is a grist mill, and a grist mill grinds wheat into flour or corn into cornmeal. The machinery is powered by the water wheel we just saw. Edward Loranger built this mill and operated until he was 91. He and his family ground wheat and corn for area farmers, and the farmers would travel for miles by wagon to the mill. By the 1890s, many of these local mills were closed because farmers began to send their grain by railroad to large mills, and this one was built by 1830 on Stoney Creek in Monroe, Michigan. This is native to Michigan. I can't believe this scene would be here in Greenfield Village. I don't think I've ever been up here before. Maybe once. Let's see what we can learn, if there's anybody in here. Wow. That'd make a great photo. All the different parts, how it worked. It's probably some of the inside machinery for that water wheel. That's the view we were just looking at. This is really neat. Here shows upstairs. Don't think I'm going to go up there because of my poor balance, but that looks neat too. Okay, looks like our next stop, Liberty Craftworks, is a weaving shop, which says it was built in Bryan County, Georgia in 1840. See what we can learn.
Bingo. That threefold speed increase is one of the many stages at the beginnings of the Industrial Revolution. Making cloth faster becomes cheaper and more readily available, but I need thread faster. Someone invents a spinning jenny. Now he's making thread faster, but he needs carded wool faster. Someone invents a carding machine. Someone speeds those up with a water wheel. Someone attaches the loom to the water wheel. Someone replaces the water wheel with a steam engine, and you don't have to live by water anymore. On and on, the Industrial Revolution builds, till by 1923, you could get a Crompton and Knowles power loom. That's the same machine as this, except 4 shafts, 23. 1 shuttle in 2 boxes, 6 shuttles in 8 boxes.
See, the boxes are going up and down here, right?
Yeah,
A series of vertical boxes. So you can make a much more complicated pattern.
Much more. This one's controlled by foot griddles. That's controlled by the Dobby chain. The Dobby chain decide which shafts to lift and which shuttles you get from next shot.
If you look down here, it almost looks like an abacus. There's blanks and there's discs. The blanks and discs control which ones go through. It's an early.
Okay, so that weaving shop was really, really awesome. Let's see what we can see in the next shop, which says it's the Pottery Shop. And built in Greenfield Village in 1935. I believe the different shows, the awards here at Greenfield Village are often made right here in their Pottery Shop. A lot over, very careful. You guys make some beautiful stuff in here.
Yes, we do. And it's all produced in an authentic way. This is the way pottery was produced in the 1800s, and it's decorated that way too. So the decorating that you see here, that they use a sgraffito technique, that's the Italian term. The designs are carved in slip, it's liquid clay, and that's, you're seeing the plate getting sanded right now. Colors come out during the disc firing.
Wow.
So we have an item right here. Oops. See the nice yellow color here. You won't see that at this point because this piece hasn't been fired yet.
I see.
It will then be coated with clear glaze and fired a second time. Each piece takes about a month to make from start to finish.
Wow. That's labor intensive.
Yes, it is. But each and every one is unique and they're all done by hand.
Neat. Neat. Thank you.
Okay, good day. Welcome to the Pottery Shop.
Okay, so that was just totally awesome to learn a little bit more about that. And I don't know if you can see here. Here are 2 big pots along with that big shaft or pillar or something. I think I'm going to maybe make a challenge here, which get your picture with these big 2 pots. And here we are at the Stoney Creek Sawmill. Sign here says it cut lumber for many of the early Greenfield Village projects. And it was built in 1938 here. And it's a circular sawmill. They replaced up and down sawmills because they were much faster and more efficient. Circular saw blades could quickly cut wood into thin boards. They are common throughout Michigan and other lumbering areas. Here's a wood-fired kiln, and this kiln was designed to design the twisting chimney to be decorative. And I guess potters worked here. Let's see. There's a pond, probably called Liberty Craftworks Pond. Let's see what this building is. It's a sawmill. This is an up and down sawmill. and they were an important part of the American lumber industry in the 1800s. And British immigrant Reverend Henry Tripp built this sawmill in the 1850s. Important part of the community for many years, and his grandson actually closed the mill in 1960. He couldn't compete when rivers made it easy to move lumber cheaply throughout the region. It was built around 1850 in Tipton, Michigan. And you can go all the way through here and into there. Don't think almost stepped on a rock. Don't think I have time to go through all of here. I am on a pretty strict schedule. Don't have much time, but here's what at least parts of it looks like.
Were first developed in the 1840s to increase the production of saw timber.
Next, we'll be heading to the printing office. Maybe my YouTube channel will get in the news. It says printing office built in Greenfield Village in 1933. Look at all that machinery. I wanted apprentices. Oh, maybe I could be one. Hello, hello.
How are you?
Wonderful. What can you tell me about this printing office here?
I certainly will. This is the Washington flatbed press.
Okay.
And it's the kind of press you would have seen starting in 1828. That's when the design came out. Our particular one came from 1858. And it was used to make small things such as menus, church bulletins, flyers of any sort. You put the paper in the brisket like so, put ink from the brayer onto your actual galley. We're looking at our Washington flatbed press. Roll this back and forth. It's a rubber-based ink. Now we put this down. Now what you need to do is turn this handle. This would normally have an apprentice over here turning the handle. So what we've done is we put the picture underneath this 300-pound flatbed. Like so, that presses the paper and the ink together. And that's what transfers the ink from the galley to the paper.
Watch, see that?
Wow. And it printed. It's just like doing a stamp on your hand. You've got a stamp on your arm, right? Yeah. Well, when you did the stamp on your arm, you put your hand out, right, and somebody went like this. Well, this is the other way around. It's as if the stamp was here and you put your hand on top of the stamp. It's just back upside down for what you're doing. Now, it takes a while for this ink to dry. So, we roll this up with a piece of blotting paper, and I am going to give you guys. Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that was made on
Thank you, thank you. Wow, that was really neat. And that, I only have 9 more minutes. I can be here. That train is telling me I'm almost done with my time here in Liberty Craftworks. Need to be back at the train station, but let's see what else we can quickly see in here. It's tin shop.
Used in your homes in the 1800s. The tin used to come from Cornwall, England. It now comes from South America. What I'm working on are the Linzer Torque cookie cutters. Makes a sandwich cookie. And I need to make the circle that goes on there. So come in here. The tin used to come from Cornwall, England. It now comes from South America. It's not the tin that rusted, it's the metal underneath. We're going to clamp this seam together. Put a little flux there to clean the metal. Today we use a commercial plumber's flux.
Okay, that's really awesome. I wish I could stay more, but there's still 2 more shops I'd like to show you. This is a carding mill. What is a carding mill? It served as an essential role in early communities where raw wool from sheep was transformed into straightened lengths of wool, the first step toward finished cloth. They were combined or straightened in a mill like this one, the sheep wool. Later they would have twisted or spun into yarn and then woven into cloth like things for shirts, trousers, towels, or blankets. And by the mid-1800s, the faster, more efficient carding machines, this mill had replaced the hand carts that women had traditionally used at home for this process. Don't have much time, but that's really cool. That's really, really cool. And now, on to our last and hottest shop. We have 6 minutes left before I have to be back up in the front of the village. So we are under a crunch. We are going fast. We are having fun seeing history here in the glass shop. This has to be my favorite shop of all. Where you make glass. Look at how hot that is. They make glass here.
We add metal oxides when the glass is in the sand form. It's a lot easier to mix a powdered metal oxide into the sand than it is to try to mix it into a 2100 degree hot glass. You wonder what holds the glass in the furnaces?
Okay, well, I would stay more there, but as I said, I am under a time crunch. Usually there is an artisan there working and molding, working on the glass. That isn't the case anymore today. As I said, I would stay longer, hear that lady spiel. Sorry if you got gypped out a little bit of the last 2 shops or so, but that's just how it has to be today, and I hope I did give you a little glimpse of what it's like. But anyway, I do hope you still enjoyed the little bit you did get to see. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe above, comment, or like below. Thank you again for watching this video of me visiting the Liberty Craftworks district of Greenfield Village here in Dearborn, Michigan. And be sure to check out my blog at www.historicalgeocaching.blogspot.com for details on this video, as well as links to anything I've mentioned and just about anything that's history or geocaching related. This is Geocacher TN Photobook signing out. I'm having a blast with the past.